Fisker Ocean production has started, and because Fisker is very secretive about what they've been doing, there are still a ton of questions. But we can answer a lot by looking at a timeline of right now till the end of 2023, based on some recent reporting. Does it measure up to your expectations? Will it be too fast or too slow? And what's missing that we don't know yet? Let me know your thoughts as you go through the video down in the comments below. First up is the press release from today, and here are the highlights. 63,000 reservations. The Ultra and Sport are sold out in the United States. Fisker's rollout strategy includes continuous over-the-air updates and feature packages. The Fisker Ocean will feature more than 50 kilos of recycled, biodegradable, and overall eco-conscious materials, reflecting its commitment to sustainability. The production numbers posted earlier this week are also confirmed in this press release, showing 300 units in Q1, 8,000 units in Q2, 15,000 units in Q3, and 19,000 units in Q4. Next, let's look at the timeline for the remainder of 2022. Here's what Fisker will be up to. Magna has got production all figured out, however, software is still being developed. Oceans that are delivered in the first half of 2023, mostly being the Ocean 1, could be potentially missing some very important software features. Fisker Intelligent Pilot, as well as cruise control, auto high beams, lane centering, and user interface functionality may be limited on initial vehicles. The first drive videos that have been coming out recently have been done on prototype models, much like the ones we've seen in the US and Europe throughout the summer of this year. But obviously the final units are coming, and Fisker has some other stuff to do in the background, including some jobs, which I looked at to give us another window of insight. Fisker is in the early stages of developing a support system for software, marketing, parts, service, homologation, and financial services. Fueleconomy.gov does not list the Fisker Ocean yet, which means homologation is not complete, and the crash test ratings that Henrik Fisker referred to this summer have not been certified at this time. Once these production models are completed, we may start to see some of these government agencies delivering us fuel economy numbers as well as crash test ratings and official range figures. So to recap, in 2022, look for Fisker to iron out production, finish government approval, and build on its logistics and peripherals for smooth deliveries in 2023. Speaking of 2023, in Q1, shipping and deliveries will begin. These Oceans will need to be shipped very long distances in a lot of cases, which does take time. It takes 12 weeks to ship a vehicle across the Atlantic, and another week to ship it across the United States. So vehicles shipped from the carbon-neutral Magna plant in Austria to the western United States are looking at a 2 to 3.5 month journey. During Q1, 300 Ocean 1s will be produced. We don't know where and when those 300 Oceans will be delivered. Also, during Q1, expect Fisker to be ironing out production and ramping up as far as capacity. A lot of the early Ocean 1 lock-in dates are in Q1 as well, with some even being in Q4 of 2022. If you have a lock-in date and you're trying to estimate your delivery time, 2 to 3 months from your lock-in date sounds like a good educated guess for US delivery, with 1 to 2 months probably being a better guess for those closer to the carbon-neutral production facility in Austria. Who do you think will get the first Fisker Oceans, and when do you think they'll be delivered? Let me know in the comments below. On to Q2. By April, Ocean 1s will start popping up all over Europe and the United States. Also, we will see the Extreme trim go into production in Q2. Blind spot monitoring and lane keep assist are also slated to be complete in Q2. However, lane centering and traffic jam assist won't be done until later. 8,000 units will be produced in Q2, but don't expect 8,000 deliveries. Speaking of deliveries, Q3 seems to be the big delivery ramp for the Fisker Ocean. The Extreme trim will definitely begin deliveries in Q3, and there should be somewhere around 8,500 Oceans on the road by the end of September. If you've checked your place in line as far as your reservation and you want to estimate when you're going to get your Ocean, this is a good way to make an educated guess of when your delivery might take place. In Q4, if everything has gone according to plan, the Ultra and Sport trim will begin production. With Fisker slated to produce about 19,000 units in Q4, I expect some Ultras and Sport models to be delivered in 2023. Some of the reason for that is the data I compiled throughout this year regarding who plans to purchase which trim. My data shows about 20% of Fisker Oceans produced in the initial 40,000 will be the Extreme trim. If that's accurate and Fisker's timeline stays on track, most of the Extremes will be completed in Q3, leaving about 30,000 remaining Ultra and Sport models to be produced. Also, look for feature completion when it comes to software by Q4. Over-the-air updates should have solved the Fisker Intelligent Pilot, as well as any other user interface and software issues. So that's it, a rough timeline of Fisker production from now until the end of 2023, based on what we know. There are still a ton of questions. Let me know yours down in the comments. What trim are you getting? What do you know about your place in line? And when do you think your delivery will be? Keep me posted. I always appreciate your feedback. Finally, if I helped you on your journey to get your Ocean One and you live in the US and would like to be featured in one of my videos, I would love to do a walk around and discuss with you the driving experience, delivery, and purchase experience of your Fisker Ocean One. Email me at adamsevreviews@yahoo.com and I'll be more than happy to get back to you. Make sure you include your lock-in date and your approximate location. I'll keep you posted on any other information that comes out. I just wanted to put everything that we know right now together so we could celebrate the start of production. Subscribe for more. We'll see you on the next one.
Hey, smash the like button.
Thank you.